Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. Do you guys know what today is? Oh, it's like super exciting. Today is the day that you can order from the mini spring catalog and the celebration items. I know many of you guys have already been on and placed your order, so thank you so much. You will be getting Saturday's card class in the mail and the tutorial and everything after hopefully next week, early next week, I will get them in the mail or I'll drop them off at your doorstep. I know a few of you guys are kind of local to me and pretty close. So thank you so much for that. And today is the day that you can sign up and get the glass mat included in your joining bonus kit. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, I will talk more of that when I point you guys over. So today is an amazing day. The catalog went live at 3 a.m. and I'm usually not up at 3 a.m. But I happened to be up at 3 a.m. this morning, not by choice. I did not set my alarm. I woke up at 2:58 because I needed to use the little girl's room. Did that, and then I was like, oh, I probably should go place an order, but I'm not. I'm going to go back to bed. So I went back to bed and I was laying there and I shouldn't have even thought of it because then I couldn't shut my brain off. So I finally got up at 3:30 this morning and I've been up moving around and busting my backside. I wasn't quite sure how to say that and be Facebook appropriate. Busting my backside on getting card class done, and I am 99.9% done with it. I think many of you guys might have saw my picture that I posted on Facebook. I love when my table has all the card stuff on it. Everything's prepped. I'm just ready to slide them into the envelopes and put them in the little baskets. And oh, it just makes my heart so happy to see all of that on my table. Hopefully it does yours as well when you're making the cards. Good evening, Heather, Valerie, and Mary. Welcome. So, a little update on Hank. I know I should have talked about that in the beginning, but I kind of spaced it and wanted to do my little spiel. Hank is feeling so much better. He is running around like his old normal self, and it is very, very like exciting to see him playing and having a good time. It was pretty scary there for a while. We weren't sure if he was going to make it or if his paw was going to make it. So everything seems to be going well. We won't officially find out until Tuesday, so don't want to get our hopes up too much, but he's at least feeling a lot better. So we're excited about that. Good evening, Linda, Lisa, Teresa. Welcome. Hello, Valerie. Hello, everybody. Tracy, hello. So I am going to point you over because we have lots to go over today before we start our card. So if you went, let me start over. Sorry, my iPad literally just said something and I think I clicked the wrong button and the battery's going dead, so I needed to plug it in. Anyway, if you got your catalog in the mail from me, you got this fun little pack. So you got my 2024 calendar and you have a magnet on the back of it so you can attach it to your refrigerator. And it has all of my classes and my retreats. So if you noticed for my spring retreat, we actually moved it up till the third weekend in March. That was due to a couple reasons. Our middle daughter, is expecting a baby April 4th. And usually I have my spring retreat in April, but I didn't want to be in a retreat and she go into labor. So I think I did talk to a few of you about that. So I moved it up to March and we're only doing it one weekend in March because Easter is the following weekend. So between my grandbaby arriving and Easter, it kind of just was not going to work in anybody's schedule. So there's only one weekend in March for that. But then the July retreat is a week long, and then I did put October retreat in there as well. So everybody got this, so hang it on your fridge. You also got this little kind of PDF. So this is a join special. So you can either get the free class mat, which is this right here. I've been using it a ton, or you can get $30 extra in your product kit. If you have any questions, definitely please feel free to reach out. I will answer any of your questions. And you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do Facebook Lives. You don't have to do classes or retreats. You can be your happy customer or just sign up to get the mat and never do anything again. It's totally up to you, and you will not hurt my feelings any way you go. The next one is this absolutely gorgeous piece of paper. Let me bring in my original copy to see if it is a little bit brighter on screen. It doesn't have the item number here or my logo at the bottom, but this is my original one I did. And you can kind of tell, I think Lucas stepped on it, but that's okay. We'll forgive him. This set is probably, I can't say it's my favorite. I say that about every single set. I love all of their products, but I have been using this set like crazy. I don't know if you remember the little headbands I did for our bingo and our bingo event last month. So they were just cute, fun little headbands. I have made multiple cards with this set. It is so fun and so pretty. And we are actually doing a card with this set on Saturday. Actually, it's one card, but you're making a feminine and a masculine version of it. So you'll be able to get your hot little hands on playing with this set on Saturday. And then last but not least, you can flip through the catalog, and we can flip through it live because it went live today and we're allowed to look through and show the pages while we do our lives or on over Facebook. So this is the designer series paper that I'm using today. I will show you the piece that I fell absolutely in love with. And I wanted to use it for card class, but I didn't have enough sheets. So I improvised. It's still absolutely gorgeous, but I want to show you the two that I love so much. And I actually brought in the stamp set from the annual catalog to go with it. So this is the absolutely gorgeous catalog. If you don't have one and you need one, please let me know. I do have a couple packets left over, so I can get that into the mail. Here's that ice cream cone set. So it is so fun and so exciting. I cannot wait to play with this. I love all of those bright colors. Okay, enough of that. I could go on for days about that. But here is the designer series paper. This is, let's see who just logged on. Hello, Jessica. Let's see, Linda, welcome. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. So this is the paper, this is the sheet that I absolutely fell in love with. It's Poppy Parade, and I want to say it's our basic white, but it really looks like it is Blushing Bride. So when you pair Blushing Bride next to this piece, the combination is absolutely gorgeous. But this paper is so fun, it's so bright, and it's so cheerful. Look at how beautiful that sheet is. And it has the bees on this side. So all of our designer series paper is by far phenomenal. And this is the one we're going to be using tonight. So that's the paper. And let me bring in the stamp set and the punch. So I decided to bring in the Sweet Cherries stamp set and punch. It is in the annual catalog. Doesn't it match that paper perfectly? I literally, when I saw this, when I was prepping for class, I was like, oh wait, I think this set is going to be perfect. And it is. So that's the set we're going to be using. Before I show you the card, I want to bring in Tuesday's card. So this is what we did on Tuesday. And remember I told you that there was another fold that was very similar to this, and I would show you guys. Well, that is what we are going to be playing with, is the other version of it. Hello, Pam. Thank you for sharing. We're going to do the other version of this card. So this one opens, and let's bring in the next card. So here is the Sweet Birthday Wishes. Now I'm going to open it up, and it says friend on the inside. So Sweet Birthday Wishes friend. Isn't that fun? And I put the little cherry right on the side so it would hold down the flap. So super easy, very similar to this, but it's more, oh, my daughter must not realize I'm on my Facebook Live. How rude. She's off the Christmas list next year. She's not joining us. So this one opens more vertically versus horizontal. Okay, let's get crafting. We've done enough yakking. Okay, so this is your layer number one. So layer number one is 4¼ by 5½, and I did emboss this piece. And I actually think there's two pieces. There is. So I did emboss this. Layer number two is shaded spruce, and this is a 3¼ inch square. So 3¼ by 3¼ We have our designer series paper. This is 3 inches by 6 inches. This is our last layer, 2¾ inch square. So 2¾ by 2¾ Sorry, give me 1 second. I just need to get a sip. Sorry, my throat's a little dry today. So let's put, oh, you do need a couple pieces of scraps as well for the sentiments and a piece for the cherry. So those are our scraps. So let's get crafting. So I remember on Tuesday I told you could score this at the 3-inch mark if you want. I just went ahead and folded it over and gave it a good crease. This is my Tombow. When my Tombow gets stuck, I have a little safety pin right there. That's what came flying out. So just give that a good crease. And this is directional specific paper, so you want to make sure you're cutting it correctly. But if you accidentally cut it the wrong way, don't throw it away, because you can just have your card open this way versus this way. So even if you accidentally cut it the wrong direction, don't stress. It will definitely be okay. So I want my cherries going this way, so I'm going to flip it over, put adhesive on the back. So we're literally putting this together the same exact way. It's just a little bit different of cut marks. There we go. Just give that a little bit of pressure. We can pick this up. And I'm going to put it kind of not quite in the center. I want it a little bit higher, so I have room for my cherry and my sentiment at the bottom. So put adhesive on the back. I'm going to scooch it up. That looks pretty good, I hope. If it's not, that's where it's going to go. And this piece of scratch paper, I want to say is maybe 1 inch. It is. So this is 1 inch by 3. So this is what we're going to stamp the sweet on, and it's going to sit right in the center. You want to be careful because it is definitely a tight squeeze getting this massive sweet image on this piece of paper. I won't lie. It's doable. I might have to stand on my tippy toes and look over my camera, but it is definitely doable. But I actually brought extra sheets in just in case I make a mistake. I'm going to go with it. S was a little bit down, but it's okay. Nobody is going to know that. We're going to flip this over. Grab some dimensionals. Put one in the center. We don't want anything sagging. No sagging sentiments. I'm going to put this right in the center. There we go. And I'm going to grab this. I believe it's 1/2 inch. And I should have left my ink open. And I am going to put birthday wishes on this one. So ink this up. I'm going to stamp it kind of in the center. There we go. I'm going to scooch the ink over, and I am going to banner the edges. If you have this amazing punch from years and years ago, you can definitely use it. You're just going to slide this in and punch. Then you're going to slide this side in. I usually don't use things that are retired, but this guy is like a staple in my craft room. You can banner it with scissors. I prefer that though. So let's flip that over. Grab some dimensionals. I'm going to put this right underneath. And I'm going to stamp friend before I attach this to the inside. Just in case I make a boo-boo, I can flip it over. Perfect. This glass mat is really, really nice to stamp on. It is nice and firm, and I'm getting amazing images. This is going to go on the inside. Perfect. And then just grab your scratch piece of paper. We're going to grab the cherry. I'm going to stamp that one. Didn't I just say it was an amazing place to stamp with, and then I make a mistake? I knew that was going to happen. There we go. And then bring in our punch. I have a piece of shaded spruce. Just going to punch out the stem. And then I'm going to come in and punch out our cherry. That is how easy this card is to put together. And I was literally going to do the math on how many of these cards you could get out of a pack of paper. So maybe somebody wants to do the math for me. So you can get 3, 6, 9, 12. You can get 8 pieces of designer series paper out of each sheet. And you get 12 sheets. So what's 12 times 8? Who's my math whiz? I am really good at math, but just not when I'm trying to talk and demonstrate how to make a card. So if anybody knows the math, let me know. Let's put that right on the back. You can get a lot of cards. I am going to put 3 dimensionals on here. 96. Thank you, Lisa. I probably sound like I'm a dingbat. I'm really not a dingbat, I promise. There's this. I just want to make sure that that dimensional that I put right at the top is not going to interfere with my designer series paper. And I think it's going to. So let me pull this off. I knew I should have put a little mini one on there, but I don't think I have any little mini ones beside me. So we're just going to scooch it down. There we go. So you can get 96 cards out of 1 pack of designer series paper. There you go. Look how fun and cute that card is. It definitely will put a smile on somebody's face. Maybe if you have a January birthday, you might be getting one of these in the mail. Okay, let's make one more. And I'll try to go a smidget faster because I know you guys probably have places to go, people to see, and more crafting that you guys want to get done. Maybe you'll want to make one of these cards. If you do, definitely send me a message with a picture of what you make. I would love to see that. So there we go. Let's fold this in half. Grab your bone folder. Thank you, Pam. Yes, it's 96. That's a lot of cards. I probably send, I don't know, how many cards a month do you guys send? I probably send 30, I would say, maybe a little bit more. During the holidays, I sent a ton. Yeah, I don't think the post office was very happy with me. Every time I would come in, I'm sure that they would roll their eyes. And we do have a mailbox at the end of our street, but it can only fit so much. And I don't want to irritate my postman. There we go. I don't know if it would irritate him or her. I actually don't even know if it's a him or her. There's that. And then let's do all of our stamping at once. Last time I kind of jumped around a little bit. So let's do our cherry. Perfect. Let's do our sweets. I might have to pull it to the side a little bit so I can lean over my camera and make sure we are good. Oh, that was actually perfect. Holy smokes. I was not expecting that. This one I will banner with my scissors, just so you guys can see. Many of you might not have that old punch, so I will show you how to banner. There we go. I think we are done stamping. So I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to trim off some of the excess on both sides. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put a little slit in the center, and then I'm going to go corner to corner, or corner to center. There we go. So we're going to slice in the center, and then we're going to go corner to that slice mark, and then corner to that slice mark. So it still is very pretty. I just think it's easier to use the old punch. But if you don't have it, you can still banner without it. Birthday wishes. Put 3 on here. 3 is probably overkill, but we don't want anything falling in the center. There we go. Let's punch out our cherry. I have a friend named Cherry, so every time I say cherry, I always think of her. There's that. Lots of shrapnel when you're using this punch. But it's okay because tomorrow is cleaning day. So I would rather make a mess and then we can clean later. Let's make sure this is going the right way. I don't know if there's a specific way that it goes on a cherry. And remember, just kind of stay away from this corner when you're putting the dimensionals. And 3 is way too much for this, but I don't have any of my little minis, so I'm just going to have to use 3. And I'm going to tuck that right there. There we go. Friends, we are all done. Doesn't that paper just make this set a million times better? I love it. I don't know if that was intentional on Stampin' Up's part or if anybody else has noticed that it works so well together, but I absolutely love this. We actually might be doing this one in a class sometime because I think it is so phenomenal. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. I will be back on Tuesday for another live, so let's see what we pull out of the catalog. Maybe we'll do the blueberries, or the cake is actually really cute too that I haven't played with. Oh, so many options. Anyways, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see many of you guys on Saturday in card class. I still have some spots for the 8 a.m. class. The 11:30 class is completely full, but I do have spots still left in the 8 a.m. So if anybody's interested in coming, let me know. Or if you place an order, I did put the host code before I went live. I will mail you everything, and you're making 8 cards. So I will mail everything to you plus the PDF. Anyway, I will chat with you guys soon and have a great evening. Bye-bye.